to Dolbrodmaeth Garden today, and it's the 3rd of March 2024, and it is okay outside. It was really cold last night. I'm just trying to get out the gate because we're round by the chickens. I just fed them. It's quite late. I'm really late feeding them today. I must try and start my day earlier tomorrow because yeah, didn't really get up till 9:45 today, quite late. Anyway, what difference does it make? It's my life. Oh, I think I might have noticed a garlic coming up. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're round by the No Dig Pond area today for a minute. I don't know if I'm going to work round here today or continue, or I might be working back round where I was the other day, round the tree. Whatever I do, it won't matter. Anyway, I went and got my hair cut. As you can see, it's quite short now. Not sure if I like it or not at the moment. Anyway, we've come over here to have a look at our frog spawn because I haven't checked on it for a couple of days and the weather's been really cold. So I'm just hoping it's all right. I think it's under the weed. I'll just show you. It's in this weed. So I put this weed in here from the small pond, and hopefully it's in there. We will just kneel down and see if we can see it, shall we? Oh, I need to make a catch. Oh, ow, hold on. Well, I'm just having a quick look to see if I can see anything. I'm just hoping to God that something hasn't come and ate it all before it has a chance. I did put it under here. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there's a bit. There's a bit there. Oh no, is that a bit frog spawn? I can't bloody see him. My knees are really hurting me kneeling on this nasty paving slab. Ow! I've had operations on both my knees. So I've got, ow! Kneeling with no cushion is not on. I can't see any. Where is it? Ah. Oh no. I saw it the other day. Oh God. Not sure. Hopefully it's still there. Usually it's like a big lump of jelly, but it looks like something has been crawling around in here. So they could have ate it all. Hold on, I'm going to have a look and I'll get back to you. I found a little bit, but I think a lot of it's got eaten by something. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go because there's not really that much coverage in this pond at the moment. Well, there's none. I mean, there's no plants overhanging or anything, so yeah. Oh well, never mind. There's a couple of bits I saw with a bit of frog spawn in, but on the whole it's not as much as what we put in there. But anyway, it is what it is. It's nature, isn't it, at the end of the day? Oh God, look, you can see a great big gladioli here. Oh, so it's eating it. Oh dear, I better go and get some compost and cover up the gladiolis. So it's trying to eat them. I might have to come around here and do a bit of gardening and just cover up the gladiolis. Oh, I wanted to put my potatoes in. The sun's actually there for a minute. Yeah, it's very dull and dingy today, but still, it's sun's out for a minute. So let's get cracking and do something while the sun is out, because it'll probably be raining. It's supposed to be really, really cold as well, but it feels quite warm to me. I've got layers and layers on. I might just strip some off. Anyway, we're going to meet up in the Polytunnel, and I'll let you know Polytunnel now. So the other day I had my hair cut, as you can see. It's quite short. I'm not sure if I really like it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's done now. We're having a cup of coffee. And I got some seeds when we went to Mac yesterday. We went to McKenfliffe to go and get some wood to do a repair on the roof. And while I was there, I bought some of these forget-me-nots. Now, I had these in the garden before, and I've still got some that come back, and they're absolutely lovely. These are some multicoloured forget-me-nots, so I don't know if I've got any seeds from last year, but I've bought some. Oh dear, that's wet there. Oh dear, that's very, very wet. Puddle on my tin there. Oops. Yeah, that's all where that rain's coming down from. And then I got some primulas, so I've bought some more of these. I've got loads of these already in the garden, but these are like more colourful, these ones. So we got some of them. And I bought some onion sets, because these are a late onion season harvest. And I thought, well, if my onions do not germinate, my onions that I've got here, I've never heard of these. They're a Stir BC20. It doesn't actually say what they're called, what the particular onion is. It just says that quality assured since 1919. So they're Taylor's. Anyway, so I bought these. They were $2.25 and you get 50 sets in that. So that's what I did. So we're going to sort them out today, and also we're going to, what are we doing? Oh yeah, yesterday I haven't actually done much work at all for the last 2 days. I haven't really felt wanting to, so I didn't. So anyway, last night, I was coming out to lock the chickens up, and I actually came out and just planted a couple of things inside the polytunnel. Simon wondered where I was, because we had taken a break and we were watching a film, and he was going off to do something and I was coming off to shut the chickens up. But anyway, while I was out here, I thought, I just need to pop in the polytunnel and put something in the ground. So, you know, the lupins and the iris bulbs that I bought in the packets, well, I've put them in the ground here. The lupins are like a massive root. That lupin there is like one gigantic root, so that one's there. And then these ones here, there was about 3 roots in there of different ones, so I've sort of put them in there and there and there. And then these irises I've just put in a clump round here, the bulbs, so I know where they are. They're only going to stay in here, get growing, and then we'll transfer them into the garden. So I think this is the best way for me to do it, to use up these beds, because I don't really grow vegetables inside the polytunnel under the tables and things, because they grow all leggy. So, but the whole point of the polytunnel is sort of like nursery. So it's a nursery for the garden. So you bring the plants on in here, apart from the peas and the cucumbers, which I actually grow to full fruitation inside the polytunnel. Flowers, I thought I could grow them in here, bring them on, and then put them outside, apart from my tulips, which I'm leaving in here, and these bowls, because you know what, I just couldn't be bothered to put them in the garden this year. So I thought I'm just going to plant them in the polytunnel so they get bigger, because if you don't plant your tulips and things, the bowls will stay small forever. So I thought, at least if I put them in the polytunnel for this year, I'll actually get to enjoy them, because these are really small, aren't they? These some of these hyacinths are very small bulbs, but at least they get to grow. After they finish, we'll leave them in the ground for a bit, we'll let them grow on, and then we'll lift them all. So that's what we're going to do. And with these plants, we're going to actually let them grow, and then when they start getting to about sort of this big or a bit bigger, we'll have some room in the garden. Then we can just pick them up, you know, take them in clumps and put them straight in the garden, and then we know exactly where they are, and we won't lose them, because a lot of the things get eaten before they've even got a chance to grow. And I did notice a couple of my gladioli bulbs around the other side, and near the surface, and something's nibbling them, so I'm going to have to take some compost with me and cover them up. So I was thinking maybe do round where the pond is today, but we're just going to look under the table at our seeds, because I've covered them up and I don't really want to keep uncovering them, covering them. I'm just going to leave them, but I need to check on the seedlings to see what's happening. But if you look there, that's the cloth that I washed that was on the bed outside. It is actually dry now, but I thought I'd just leave it draped over that fig for now, because it's got very tender you know, new buds on, and the weather at the evening has gone really, really, really cold. So I thought, to protect the little tender buds, I will just keep it covered up for a minute. So, and that's dry now, and I will put it away, but at the moment I don't need it. But it takes me ages to wash these things. So they're covered with litter, you know, like all bits of moss and sticks and all sorts, and they're all green, And I just soak them in a bucket, and then I rinse them, and then I soak them again, and I rinse them, and I just keep doing that. And I've washed all these ones now, so they're all nice and clean. And I will continue to wash them. So, you know, you just got to make a little bit of an effort, but they are really expensive. You know, all these covers that you buy, I mean, you've got to keep like using them. Oh gosh, I can see that they've grown. Oh my god. Well, they've grown since the other day. Well, I haven't actually seen these things since you last saw them, if you know what I mean, because I haven't actually been out here. I came out here to do this little job last night, but I haven't been out here for 2 days, so I haven't really been checking on anything. But look at the size of these. Wow. Well, we can get them ones in the ground soon. Hopefully nothing eats them. I'll have to put my yeast mixture down for the slugs. Anyway, let's have a look under here and see what's going on, shall we? We can uncover it for a minute. As long as I cover it up before I go back indoors. Make sure I do it before I go, because I rarely ever want to come back outside again once I've gone indoors. You know what I mean? It was an unusual thing yesterday. It's only because I left the male chicken out, you know, Mr. Magoo, and I thought I need to put him away, which is why I had to come back out. But normally I don't want to come back out. Once I've been out, I don't want to come back out again. Anyway, let's look here. We do have a loon area. Can you see that? There. And I think there's one there. There's nothing much happening in here still. But hopefully now there's a bit more light. Oh, I think we might have a coriander starting there. Yeah, nothing's really grown much in here since the last time I showed you. There's still the same amount of these. But remember what I said, a lot of this seed is old. These dill seeds were really old, so I'm not expecting them to grow. And I don't think these peas are going to grow, actually. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they're viable. Let's have a look under here. No, salviates poo soon yet. They suddenly go, as will these. Will suddenly go. As long as they're damp, not too wet, they're alright. Them leeks, them red burring onions, Carmen onions, red Carmen onions are growing. Cauliflowers all year round, they're not growing. These radish, we've got a load of radishes anyway. We don't need any more radish, do we? And then these were see, this is why you put signs on everything. Oh my god, I can't read it already. Oh, it's faded off already. Oh god. It's raining. Oh, for God's sake. What is that? What's that say? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to put my glasses on, see if I can read it. Brussels sprouts, no. Yeah, these delphiniums, looks like we've got a few. This looks like number one growing. We've got all this green stuff on the top of the soil again. Really annoying. No, that's alright, don't worry. Only one of these. Petunias are still growing. Look at them petunias. They're doing alright, aren't they? Anyway, let's have a look around the other side. I better check what they are. Why is the writing coming off? Oh, damn it. Should have wrote over it again. That's why I have to write and everything. I just can't remember what I've put in the ground. These things here, I think they're suddenly grow, you know. I think they'll be alright. They suddenly grow. Won't interfere with them. Let's drink some coffee while we're here. Oh, strong. Under here is all our little nasturtiums and some crocuses. I'm sorry, little crocuses. They're sort of like covered up. Oh, but they're doing alright, aren't they? I'm just trying to protect the nasturtiums because they really do not like the cold at all. The celery's doing alright here. Yeah, there's nothing in here to really look at really at the moment. Yeah, they're the parsnips we put in the other day. They're still alright. I just want to check on these seedlings. It's raining. It's only a little bit. Not going to stop me. I'm going to go outside. So nothing really growing here apart from the linn area. Oh, some sunflowers are starting to come up. Sunflowers. Evening sun. Oh, they're those mixed ones that I bought the other day. Ah, see that? Yeah, because a lot of my seed are old. So, you know, a lot of the stuff might not grow. So we've got time to go and get more seeds. If a lot of my stuff don't germinate, I've got new seeds, so we can redo them. These carrots are doing alright. I think they started growing again. We've got a mushroom. Something's eating that one. But they, yeah, look, you see them all clubbed together. Anyway, we'll just leave them for now. Something is definitely in here though. Yeah, look, there is something in there. And it keeps going in there. Yeah, it's getting heavier now, the rain. Oh. Anyway, in here, salad onions still exactly the same as it was the other day. So I think we've got two rhubarb. I don't think any more is going to germinate, but you never know. In here, nothing yet. Only done those on the 28th. No, it's only 3 or 4 days ago, isn't it? It's not long. It's only the 3rd today. Yeah, I'm not expecting any miracles. And we've got them in different compost as well. We'll see what this compost is like, this Jack's Magic, see if it's any better than the B&Q compost, which most of these are in. So, yeah. So everything's looking fine. Look at these beautiful oregano that I done from seed last year that have survived and looking really nice. And our chives over there. Yeah, it's all looking good. So what we're going to do, if it's going to rain today, we'll put the rest of those bulbs that we got inside these beds. That's what we'll do. We'll put them in these beds. So we're going to put them all under there, and then we're going to put them all under there. So just put something in there, and then we can transfer them later and put something else in there. So that's my plan. Oh, seed potatoes we need to do. So we've got 3 lots of seed potatoes to do. And all our bulbs in there to do. So I think that's what we do. We'll do our bulbs first, I think. Something a little bit jolly, just crawl around on our hands and knees and stick them in these beds. And then we'll see how we feel. Okay, so see you in a minute. Plan is to, sorry I'm saying it all broken up, is to just go down this end of the garden here. No, not garden, polytunnel. And I've got my bag of compost. So what I've done is I've got all my bulbs here. So see all them gladioli, there's 12, there's 24 altogether. So I'm going to plant all the 24 gladioli bulbs in this patch here, so I know where they all are. And this bit is quite tall, so but I want to take them out when they're quite short, not let them get too tall before I transfer them into the garden. But for the time being, I'll just put them in this patch round here, and as I'm doing them, I'll put some compost in the little holes. Yeah, these 3 things here, I need to go and get some plastic bags from indoors and put these labels in so that I can keep the labels with the areas so I know what they are, but so they don't get all soggy and wet. I'll go and get some little plastic bags, some little food bags. So I'll do that, but in the meantime we're just going to concentrate on this bit. I'll hang you up and you can watch if you want. If you don't, then never mind. But anyway, I'll do it anyway. Okay, so let's get, I can't see. We're going to do this bit down here. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to go in this bit and we're going to put some bulbs in. And I'll chop my head off as well. Anyway, so we'll do that first and you can see what we're doing. Hopefully it comes out alright. So we've got a stinging nettle here and we're just going to put it in around there. So what we do is kneel down. I've only got my very thin gloves on. I don't want to move these because I need to know where they are. I'll put Mr. Caterpillar there, Mr. Snail there, Mr. Ladybird, Miss Ladybird. Right, so what we're going to do is dig some holes here first. And so it'll be quite hard. I'm not going to put them in very deep so we can get them out easy. Over it. Oh dear. Heavy. I have to take the coat off. Quite more in the polytunnel, obviously. So we'll start with these. See how big they are. Bigger around. Make sure we put them in the right way round. So it's just where I'm taking them out. Okay. Right. Just move that box here. I've got to be careful because it's I might have to stand on the ones I've just done. Oh, I'm going to have to take my coat off because I'm really warm. Hold on a minute, I'm just going to take my coat off. Move you along a bit. You might be able to hear more road noise. So I keep chopping my head off. Right, so we're going to do this bit here now. Just sort of put the bulbs in. Let's just do that bit. Okay, here we go. gladioli. So underneath the table now we're going to plant, not sow. We've got the anemones, them, and these lattice twin pack, of which there are 8. So remember, these aren't staying in here, these are going to be transferred to outside in the garden. We're just using this as a nursery bed because we just need to get them going. So I think we're going to pop these down the other end where the strawberries were, and probably the anemones. Yeah, should we put the anemones under the table here? Yeah, we could put the anemones under the table here and pop these ones down the other end. That's what we'll do now, I think. So we'll do these ones first. Oh, and also we have these ones. Oh, there's one of these in here. So we'll pop that down over the other end as well. So we've got one of those and those other fluffy things, which would all look lovely together, wouldn't they? Yeah. So they can go down the other end. So we'll do those 2 in a minute, but we'll do these ones under the table. So I will just adjust the camera now, like I told you before. I just ruffled up the middle bed and took out the tiny little weed seedlings to make sure that there's nothing growing apart from the tulips and the bulbs that I've got in the middle bed, and the mizuna and the other bits. I don't really want any sort of stray seedlings from last year's crops growing in the middle bed, because I want to keep it clean. So we're going to put those astabills and lattice in this bed down here. So we're going to put I think there's only one of them astabills, so we'll put that one in the corner. I'll just show you. So the astabill we'll put in the corner there back, and then these ones we just scatter them around the front part here. So that's what we're going to do. It'll take all of like 5 minutes, I think. So let's get on and I'll show you as I'm doing it. I'll just get my kneeling cushion. Where did I put it? I bought it. So let's get on with that. Okay. So the astabill we just have to climb on the bed like so. Oh, minor chives. And dig a hole. Right. I've got some nice compost in there. There you go. So we've got this one here. I think it's quite big. It feels really big. Have a look. Massive. Yeah, take that out. We don't need that. I suppose what you could do, you could cut it in half if you wanted, but we'll let it grow as one big clump. But look at that, it's just one chunk. So that's the top, and the roots are here, so that goes up like that. So I reckon it'll all shoot up from this. So it looks like one of them plants that you can take loads of plants off once you've got it. So we'll just pop that in. Like a lump of wood. Cover it up. That's it. So I reckon that it'll really grow a lot, that. And it's a perennial, so once you've got it, you shouldn't have to get it again. There. Right, so these things, these little monkeys, we're just going to plant around this area. Can you see? I'll see how many there are. There's 4. So we need to dig 4 holes. We've got to dig some of this out. Hold on, we've got some ground elder in here. There's these long roots. There's loads of this in here, but it's from the earth that we put in here when we done the beds. But never mind. Get strawberries in here. 4 holes for that. And I'm just remember over there. Oh wow, look at that. Some of them might be strawberry roots as well. See what these look like. Oh, they're in some kind of sawdust. Wood shavings. I'll tip that on the bed outside. Five, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's only 8. They didn't give you any extras. Tip that on the garden outside. So there's 8 of these bulbs. Why did I only put 4 bulbs? Why did I only do 4 holes? Oh well. Just put them together. Two bowls of each side. And then the foot. There we are. It's done. Okay, well we're done with the bulbs. Put them all in. Just let them water them. I'll go and get some bags for me packets. So put the packets in so they don't get all wet every time I water the beds. So I remember where they are. Easy to forget. So there we are. That's that. That didn't take long. Right. So that's that job done. So how long did that take? It didn't take long. So we've managed to get all our bulbs and our corms and what have you and roots into the ground inside the polytunnel for our flowers for this year. For you know, more exotic sort of flowers that I've never grown before, and don't want to lose them in my garden. So what I'll do once they've grown, once they start growing and I've cleared the beds out, made way for them, I'll just plant them outside. So it gives them a start. So they might get knocked back a little bit, but at least I will know where they are. So if I just plant all these things outside, like I said before, I'll probably just lose them. Somebody could come along and eat them. which is what normally happens. Dig them up and eat them. Got a lot of pheasants here. Lemon roots out there. A lot of them are ground elder and probably some strawberry roots as well. So, because we did have strawberries in this bed, so I'm expecting there to be strawberries popping up in here for quite some time. But never mind, we'll just pull them out when we see them. So that's it. Job done. Not much more to say. So I've got to water them, but before I water them, I'll go and get the bags for the little packets, for the labels, so I don't lose them all. Because they'll all get sodden and wet, and then I won't know what they're called. That's what I want to keep the labels for, so I know what they're called. And there's no point in putting little labels in here. I'd rather just keep these ones with the lovely pictures on, so I can see what they're supposed to look like. Might cheer me on when I'm having a bad day, and knowing that these flowers are going to come. Anyway, that's it. So I'll see you again in a minute. I'll let you know if I'm doing anything else today.